welcome to another stream here on Behance and YouTube. My name is Anna Davis-Court. I'm a children's book illustrator. This is my best friend Anthony Sims. He is also co-host of the host of the stream, the thing. Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Hey, we're not on Adobe Live yet. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Elisandra getting gold star in the chat for first. Thank you so much for being here, friends. We've got our friend Rin, who is also a mod. Thank you, Rin. We've got this guy called Anthony Sims, who said "Welkomen." What language is that?
It's trying to be German.
Welkomen? Yeah?
Oh, when I double click on it, it says it's a language called FY. What's that?
For your...
Frisian.
For your information. D. Ross in the chat, what's up, D? How are you? I think I might join the Discord hardly here anymore. Come join the Discord, please. We have a link in the description as well as right above the chat. Come join. It's a good time. There is no pressure to talk, except sometimes in our scream schedules, we have a kerfuffle right at the beginning of the stream where somebody's like, where's the link? And then another person's like, I don't think we get one today. And then another one's like, yes, we do. And then I post the link and then everybody's like, it was great. It was great. Okay, excellent. Let's get started. First of all, hi Anthony, how are you?
What? You already said hello to me.
No, I said you were the co-host, but then you made fun of me, and now
Oh,
here we are.
A
so.
new hello. A new hello from 10 minutes ago. When you
Oh,
said
yeah,
hello
when we say hello off camera, that's just for us, okay? This is hello for everyone. They want to know what you've been up to. I mean, you weren't here last stream. It was a big deal.
Yeah. Was it?
Yes, let me ask the same question and you give the same answer that we just did before stream. How was your walk with David last time?
This is like deja vu. Hello. Oh, my walk? Yeah, it was good. Come
on, tell everybody about the lady.
The lady?
Gardener, come on.
Oh, that's just Ellie Mae.
No, that's
we both met lady gardeners. How random.
Okay, now they're all very confused because this is an inside joke that's just between us in the last 5 minutes, which they did not see.
James knows. James knows.
James doesn't know anything. What are you talking about?
He was on that walk with you with Ellie Mae.
Okay, first of all, he's not in the stream, and I'm asking you to tell one story. Please tell it.
Oh, okay.
Just one little anecdote.
So, I don't know if you guys recall, a couple of months ago we had David Zalaski on our stream, and Anna and David played Animal Crossing together. We went to school together, and it's been a few years since we've seen each other in person because of all of this stuff that's been happening. So we finally made a plan to meet up and go on a walk, David and I, because Anna wasn't invited. Whoops.
I will be next time.
He does really want to talk to you because he just recently went freelance and he wants to pick your brain. But
that's the only reason. He doesn't like me as a person or anything.
He lives like 10 minutes down the street from me, so it was long overdue. 3 years and 10 minutes. But,
wow.
We got ice cream and walked through the neighborhood and caught up, and I got to meet Ziggy, his little puppy.
Ziggy's so cute.
And then there was a gardener out in her yard, and it was a beautiful garden. So I told her, "You have a beautiful garden." And she said, she put her hand to her heart. She said, "Thank you. That means a lot. It's really a labor of love." And I was like, "It shows."
Oh, I love that story. See, you told it so well. Good job. No Ellie
Now
Mae.
do yours.
And then I told
Yes,
Anthony. See, this is why we should just start streaming immediately when we get on camera.
Right.
I told him a story. Oh yeah, when we were at the community garden, there was someone at the plot, and their dog was like wandering around. It looked like a pointer, very cute dog. And I was like, "Oh, what a cute dog," to James, and then the gardener was like, "Oh, that's just Ellie Mae. She's wandering." And then we had like a little chit chat with the gardener, and Ellie Mae was very cute. So there you go. Now you guys know about Ellie Mae.
Ellie Mae. We met a cat named Olive.
Olive? Oh,
yeah,
baby.
And another cat that played tetherball. Had to have been at least 4,000 years old. That cat, the meow that came out of it.
Do they make a cat-sized tetherball? Because that cannot be a full-size tetherball that it plays.
Whoa, yeah. That'd be cute. Change whatever you're drawing today to that. No, they had a tetherball. set up in their front yard, like a cement slab and everything.
Yeah,
Well, it was
totally.
more like on the cement path that goes up to the doorway. It was just kind of in the middle of that cement path, this tetherball, and the cat, it was this tortoiseshell kind of
Yeah.
scrawny, older, like raspy meow cat. It's like, wow, I want to play tetherball with you, but what? You don't want to do it.
I don't understand this cat playing tetherball thing, but I'm sure
It was
along
just
the way.
rubbing up against the pole the entire time that we were sitting there.
So it wasn't actually like bopping the ball back and forth.
I think it would have if I like pushed it. It probably would have played with it. I'm assuming.
Okay, now I'm just
Right.
imagining you holding up an old cat, making it push the ball around.
No, that cat's too old.
Over the garden wall reference. Okay, let's get into drawing, which is kind of over the garden wall feeling ish. This is a little piece that I kind of was looking through Pinterest and found some inspos of things that I like. Actually, I went back to Anthony a while back. You and I built some of our dream portfolios together.
Oh, that's right. We did.
Yes. And one of the pieces that I found made me want to focus on making, I've done this in the past a few times, a small scale world where like the plants are gigantic and the creatures are like humanish
Fantastic.
sized, whatever you want to call it.
Oh.
I'm gonna bring up an older piece of mine that is kind of in this realm, which also includes a mouse. So, whoa, why is my website so weird?
Is it? I wonder if it's everywhere.
It's just it's
Page
showing
notes.
each piece gigantified. But I guess that works for this. Let's see.
they are big.
Where is? I feel like it would be more recent. It's the mouse one that is rowing a boat. Where is it?
A mouse rowing a boat? That sounds cute.
Sorry if this is making you dizzy. Close your eyes for 2 seconds.
I'm scrolling on my own. There's a mouse on a couch or a
Have I
chair.
not uploaded it? Am I crazy?
I don't remember a mouse on a boat.
It's on a leaf boat. You've seen it on social media.
Oh, yeah, on Instagram. I could get that link.
Oh, yeah, he says.
Oh, that old thing.
But
That's
apparently
just
I
silly,
didn't
man.
upload it to my website. What the heck?
It's on your site, but I'm pretty sure it's on your Instagram. You posted a thing where it's like the full piece and you could scroll through and see it up close in detail.
Sure.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
He's wearing a scarf and
What, are you
like
gonna
a
send me a link,
orange
or am I fighting
sweater.
it myself?
I found it. I was gonna send it to you.
Okay.
Well, I
Discord?
was just gonna post it on the chat, but yeah, Discord so everybody can see it. Good thinking.
I am confused as to where I'm looking.
Discord.
Quickly. Okay, there we go.
It's there.
Thank you.
That's the one, right?
Oh golly.
On a quest for
That's the
cheese.
one. Okay, sorry, that was a longer time than I wanted it to be. But anyways, this kind of idea of a little mouse on an adventure, but then all of the flowers and plants are colossal in comparison. That's the kind of feel I want.
Oh wait, go through them. Bye.
Okay,
I want to see
closer.
it close up.
Closer. But
Yeah. Frozen. Ashley and I and Sammy were just talking about tattoo.
Oh.
That's it. So I guess the correlation being everybody's still thinking about tattoo.
Apparently
Still top
they're
of the
on
mind.
Yeah, exactly.
But it is Pride Month, maybe that's why.
Yeah, but wasn't it a thing where they were like, I don't know, there was a controversy about them?
Oh, I think that is true. In my mind, it stopped before the controversy began. I just assumed what they said was true, and then they just became icons in my mind from then till now. And maybe even still, what was the controversy? I'll look into it.
I thought it was something where they queer baited that they weren't actually a couple.
Oh, that's rude.
That's just from my memory, so like definitely verify yourself if you want.
I hope
to
it's
care.
wrong.
If you want to care.
Shut it off. The emotions.
I'm going to real quick just work out some values here and see if I can group them in a way that is good. Good grouping. Good grouping. Frau Brucher.
Yeah. I like the
So
way he plays with his arm. He's like always slapping it to make it.
how is everybody doing, by the way? I asked Anthony, but I didn't ask everybody else. How's your day
Did
going?
you ask me on the stream? Because that seems to be the theme so far.
I've asked you how your day was.
But
and
on
how
the
you
stream?
are. Yeah.
You did?
Oh my gosh, yes. Definitely. That was like...
That was before the stream.
You're confused. I'm sorry, old man. You can't be here.
What did I say?
I think you said, well, this is like deja vu. I just did this, blah, blah, blah.
Well, it's because you asked how my walk with David was, right?
Okay.
You said
it
hello.
It doesn't matter. How
Oh,
are you, Anthony? Is that what you want?
That's right.
Wow.
Did you say that at the beginning with the hello?
Okay, we can't relive everything. What we're gonna do is go from here on out.
Memory lane.
Sound good? Okay.
From here on out with what? Can you repeat that?
Oh my gosh, Anthony. We're gonna have to put him out to pasture eventually.
I'm getting her out with old Ellie Mae. Just wandering.
Oh, wow. Funded by the Adobe Creative Residency says, you guys sound like you've been married 7 years.
It's been
I like
longer
that it's
than that.
7 years.
It's a magical number for sure, but
if we were a couple, it would be common law married by now. It's been a while.
Oh, yeah. It's like that scene in The Princess Bride. I'm not a witch, I'm your wife. That old couple. That's us. I'm the wife.
And I'm like a nice mutton lettuce tomato sandwich where the mutton's nice and lean. I love the tomatoes. So perky. Oh, man.
Oh, what a good
Which means
scene.
to bluff.
To blathe.
Yeah, which I still don't know what that word is that he's talking
Blathe. It's just
about. We
a
should
death
use that
rattle.
on Wordle. Death rattle. My goodness.
He's mostly dead, and that's the noise that
Only
came
mostly
out.
dead.
He's a blazing death rattle.
Ew.
Ew.
Oh my gosh. People are yelling outside. Pardon the noise.
I didn't hear it. Dang.
I heard it through my headphones. I have 2 windows open, so y'all are probably gonna hear some stuff from my neighborhood. Sorry. But, you know, the cars around here like to go vroom vroom a lot, and you hear it whether
like a
it's open
fun
or
book.
closed. A fun book?
Yeah. Those rhyming ones. The cars around here go vroom vroom.
Vroom vroom vroom.
What would be the next line?
The bikes go...
Ding ding. Or does it have to rhyme with broom? Or vroom?
No, no rhyming.
No rhyming.
No
That's
rhyming
the
in
example I
children's
gave. I was those rhymes in children's books, I said. No rhyming.
Well, the goal, I think, for the most part, unless you're going hardcore all rhyming, is make it
Yeah.
lyrical. You want
Right.
to go all rhyming?
Sometimes.
All right, then. From beginning to end, you can't have a weak line. You gotta have them all equally strong. Oh, by the way, on
Be a short
Masterclass,
book.
apparently they just added a new one about, or from Amanda Gorman, who is our poet laureate.
Oh, nice. Is it on poetry or public speaking?
I think kind of in that area. I can't remember exactly what they called it, but I'm just down to listen to her talk.
She was on Sesame Street.
Sesame Street. Oh, it's good.
I saw a
belongs
clip
on
on my
Sesame
newsfeed.
Street.
She was writing poems with Elmo. And then I think he was having the same conversation about, doesn't it need to rhyme if it's a poem? And then she was like, actually, there's loads of kinds. She probably said it more eloquently than that.
Actually, loads of it.
Loads of kinds. That's
Actually,
a good
that's a loaded
syntax.
question.
Haha.
Elmo.
She laughed right in Elmo's fat,
Whoa!
flat Muppet mouth face. Forgot my L.
If you guys don't know about flat black Muppet mouths, then I'm sorry, it's already too late.
Oh, it's so good. What was that from? I remember.
You
the
and
Jim
Ashley.
Henson's Future Workshop Challenge.
No, it was just you and Ashley making it up. You both had a fever dream together.
What was that? It? I mean,
yeah.
either is a possibility. We
Either.
did watch that entire documentary together when she lived out in Gresham. I went over to her apartment. We just watched every single episode of it was the Jim Henson's Creature Workshop Challenge, where there was like 10 or so contestants making their puppets a real thing. And one of the challenges, they had to make a Skeksis from the Dark Crystal. Which, the Age of Resistance, Dark Crystal, is on Netflix, and we're hoping for season 2, so make sure to log in and watch season 1. Every stream.
That out of the way, now we can get to the stream, because literally you had to
15 minutes in.
You had to. Oh, you're silly. Okay, I think I generally have an idea of how I want to block this out. So the house will be ish 1 value, and then the plants will be ish 1 value. And then we've got the darker mouse against the light interior, and then we've got the dark raven. Now, I don't know if it'll all be this dark. It might actually be dialed up. So let's throw levels on here. Because I don't want it to be like a nighttime scene. I just want the values to like kind of read against each other. Whoa. And I want the raven to be the darkest part, but he might have, away from his face, a little bit of that darkness of the plants coming in at the back of him. And then the most contrast is going to be that point right at the male. So it's like the center of the piece, as well as the center of the action, like the story is being told there. And the mouse is actually holding what he's going to pay the raven with, which is a little button. A button.
Oh, a shiny for the mailman.
Shiny for the mailman.
Mailmen love shiny things. If you ever see one in your neighborhood, just put out a jar of dimes.
Oh my gosh, perfect. Also, Taylor Ackerman's in the chat saying, "I did it! I made it to a stream."
Congrats.
You're amazing. Powerful.
Yuri's on his way. It just takes
before.
a little bit longer. Or wait, right? Yuri the turtle.
Yuri the tortoise. Excuse you. Beans.
Every time. Beans.
Beans. Magical creature. Taylor, I think you'll dig the piece today. It could have a frog in it, honestly. But it is this sketch right here, a little mouse crow interaction, and I just worked out the values for it. So we're going to kind of stick to this value comp and add in some colors and start painting, because man, I want to paint. I'm going to just keep this down here as a little reminder. And this is almost like a little vignette. I could see it as maybe like, I don't know, a chapter header, maybe, if there was enough space on the page, because it's pretty detailed, but...
Yeah, that would be a great use for it.
Oh, Yuri's living his best life in the yard this week, enjoying the 100-degree temps. Oh, I love that, when it's like, they actually can enjoy something because they're such a creature that can actually, like, absorb it and use it. Because I'm
what are you
like,
talking about?
Oh,
I'm looking forward to
death.
those 100-degree temps.
No, you lie.
60 degrees,
Why
I
you
don't know.
always lying?
I want a couple of those 100 days where I'm just like, ugh, this is so hot.
No.
Right? I don't know. It just saps you of all your energy, but I don't know. Sometimes it's just...
I think maybe like one
Now
of those days
lounge.
gives you enough to be like, I'm done with that. No thanks.
Yeah, that's true. One day. But then drop it back down to 90s, and those are tolerable. I like the 90s.
Do you remember the show I Love the 90s?
On MTV.
MTV. No, I think it was VH1.
Oh, I got them confused because they sounded so similar.
Yeah, VH1.
Oh, VH1.
Exactly. Yeah. So one cheat sheet kind of way I'm doing the values to color kind of thing is I can go down here to our value, what do you call this? Value comp in the bottom right hand corner and select the value. And then on the color picker, it gives me generally that value. So then I can just up the saturation and figure out what color I want. And then there we go. We have generally the same value. Now it's going to be tweaked along the way and everything, but it's a starting spot, which is exactly what we want right now, is just really loose but strong foundation. Loose but strong. Tall but lanky. I don't know. Make up words.
Make them up? Josh Kunwetfe.
Josh Kunwetfe.
Well, you're gonna have to work on your enunciation, but
Oh,
pretty
sorry,
close.
sorry. Don't mean to offend.
Now you work on definitions. Make them up.
Definition for delicious. Make the boys go crazy. Or wait, logo. Wait, what did she say?
Both, maybe?
All of the things. All the Ferg things. She left me roses by the stairs.
I was gonna sing earlier when you were showing the sketch of the mouse, and I think you said this is a story.
All about how my life got flipped. Sorry, I can't
That's the
stop.
way you go?
Yes.
Oh, wait, what's the one I'm thinking? This is the story of a girl, yeah.
Who cried a river, drowned
the whole world.
Yeah, I totally get you.
Yeah, that one. That's the story I usually default towards.
Well, she looks so sad in her photograph, but I absolutely love her when she smiles.
Did you watch that show?
Fresh Prince? Oh yeah, tons.
Oh, I never did.
It was all about the Banks family. Basically, they were snooty and rich, and then Will comes in, which was his name Will in the show? I don't know. And see, that's how much it's like he's the same person. What? That, yeah, he's like having fun, much more of a street kid and everything, and then they're all like, ooh, no. And, you know, the Carlton and everything of it all. Oh, Carlton. So good.
Carlton, yeah.
Anyways, it was a good show. I liked it. Uncle Phil had some annoying points where you're like, oh, such a dad, but then also some like really heartfelt points where you're like, I get where you're coming from, man. You're just looking out for this kid. Ugh.
Who's the guy in suspenders with the like Coke bottle glasses and very nerd adjacent?
Are you thinking of Urkel, sir?
Yeah,
That
Urkel.
is an entirely different show. That is Family Matters. Did I do that?
Did I do that?
Did they ever have a crossover? There was some kind of Urkel crossover that I can't remember, but yeah, he was not a character in Fresh Prince that was regular. Silly. Did you ever watch any Family Matters?
I must
not.
have, but yeah, I guess both answers are valid then. Clearly not, and
yes, no,
I must have. I clearly did not watch the show, but I must have known something about it to know the reference. Or maybe a comp on Fishwan. I love the 90s.
I was so not understanding what you were talking about.
I saw it in your whole face.
Very
the
expressive.
lack of knowledge.
I can't help but show you what I'm thinking. But yeah, the was very educational. VH1 for anyone who's trying to follow along.
Right.
I don't think you are, but it's fine. What color should
if
this
you're
mouse
not, like, follow and subscribe. What? Blue.
Blue.
Purple. Maybe black, like the crow. They have something in common.
Something in common. What they have in common is they like shinies.
And male.
Mail time! And a mail. Hot diggity dog gets animal. Woof.
Or do a bird or a mouse noise. Very good, very good.
Alright, now your turn.
What is that from? I feel like that was the noise that one of the Aristocats made when it was trying to be tough.
The little girl one that's like
No, I
really
think it was the little
up.
orange one.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
And then he like wipes away his spit because he's just like. But I'm assuming that was the mouse.
Yeah, that was my attempt at a mouse sound. I mean, good luck, you. Trying to top that. Top that!
Who's topping what? I'm doing a mouse noise? What?
You're doing whatever noise you want. Crow or mouse.
Oh. Weren't you going to do a crow noise too?
Caw! Caw!
I mean, you were practicing your big bird noises last week, so...
I could be a big bird too.
Oi! Woo! That was good, yeah. Caw-caw.
It's not the same thing, Anthony. No.
No, I was saying your caw-caw was good.
Yeah, don't talk anymore. It's all good. It's fine.
What?
Silence is golden. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I could be a bird.
No, you can't.
I heard one earlier. There were two crows. One was on the power line, and then one was in a tree. And one in the tree was going like, ah! Stupid. And then the one on the power line flew onto the tree branch and then made the other one fly away. And then it was just like, ah! Ah! Like, offended.
Oh!
I know. It's just like, oh, you got me. Julia in the chat saying it was the orange one, Toulouse. Toulouse. Was it Toulouse, Marie, and who's the third one?
Luck.
The little gray one.
The little gray one.
The little gray one. Little gray cells. The cats?
Yes, little gray cats.
I don't remember.
Boots and cats and boots and cats.
Oh, I'm trying to think of that scene where they're all doing their exercises. They're painting, playing the piano, and singing. And they say their name. No, it was when Toulouse did that. Wait, what?
I don't know. Painting the roses red?
No, he was painting a picture of Edgar.
Creme de la creme de la?
And the two other cats were playing the piano. The little girl was singing while her brother played. But at the beginning, he like cracks all his fingers before he plays. And he's like taking his time, and she's like glaring down at him like, I'm ready, maestro. And she's so annoyed. And then he like does that thing, the whole scale up the piano keys, and her tail got like kinked because it got caught in like the last key or something.
Oh no. And
then she just looked at it, and she's like, I'm pretty sure, Mama, he did it again. And then his mom makes him apologize. Oh, what a cute movie.
And this has been the recreation of Aristocats via Anthony Sims.
It's so good. I might watch it later. After the stream.
Annoyed cats calling to their mom because their brother like hurt them or something. Good stuff.
It's good stuff.
No, there's actually a lot to the plot that was not in that. Although I did learn, I was watching a stream where they played GeoGuessr. Have you ever played that?
What? GeoGuessr?
GeoGuessr. You've never even heard of it, I'm guessing.
Whoa. No, I must have.
I doubt everything you say now.
GeoMesher. Masher? What'd you call it? Geo Finder. Geocache.
Guesser. You're just guessing.
That's me.
What would you think that this game is if you were to guess just on its name?
I'm thinking of places around the world.
What is that game?
Thinking of places around the world.
Thinking of places around the world is a game unto itself. Like you think of a place and you're like, that was a fun game.
Well, I've never heard of this. Maybe that's why I've never heard of it, because it's not a fun game. What? I can't get to your point.
I can't deal with it. If anybody in the chat knows what GeoGuessr is, I'm hoping you're cracking up too. Okay, so
nobody knows what that is.
Everyone knows what it is.
You're making it out to be like it's Jeopardy. It's been around as long and it's as popular. It's Wheel of Fortune level. It's probably like got 5 views on YouTube. I'm uncultured.
I like that. Jake is also probably as confused as you. He says guessing geography? That's close. So yes, it's basically Google Maps. And it throws you onto a random street somewhere, and you have to guess where you are. Now, you can click around and try to find signs and stuff like that, but you could be literally anywhere in the world, and you have to find where you are on a map. And then it gives you points that correlate with how far you are from the actual spot that they put you in. Does that make sense?
So the clues that they're looking for are like street names in different languages, and then narrowing it down to the content of what that language translates to see if it's like a saint, and there's a statue of the saint in this area.
There are a million things that can kind of give you hints, which is kind of cool through the game, that you could get to know different countries a little bit better, where it's like, oh, this mode of transportation is common here. They paint the road with different kinds of lines here. There are mile markers, but they're in a different language, or they're a different format than, like, say, where you're from, maybe the US. They're obviously like climate things, where you're like, oh yes, there are mountains in the distance, or this is a desert, or this is a marshland, you know, that kind of stuff.
And so, cars, I'm assuming, on Street View that
indeed are... yes, but they usually have the license plate blurred out, like Google does. So
yeah, but the makes and models, I feel like, are more popular in some countries than others.
For sure. Like the one place they landed, they had tuk-tuks, which are common in like Indian areas, I believe. But I mean, a lot of East Asian countries, I think, have them. And so it just kind of, and then they saw like big posters for like Bollywood films. So they were like, but then they found out is actually, they guessed down for, I can't remember exactly all the reasons, but it was Sri Lanka, which is off of the Indian coast, which is cool.
Whoa, you're going to be so good at this game.
No, I only learned through watching the other people, but, I noticed, and this is why it came to mind, that there is a place in France called Toulouse.
Oh.
Boom!
I just saw a poster of France the other day.
I was thinking... Good job.
There's so many words on it.
I stared at it. I was thinking that, the artist Toulouse-Lautrec?
A little bit. The name rings a bell, but I can't bring any image to mind.
Same. I'm so bad at bringing images to mind.
Was
with
that
like
the photographer
pages.
that did the horse photography to show it running? Who was it?
Oh, I don't think so.
With
the first technical film. Is that what you're thinking of?
Oh, he was a French painter. Oh, that.
Oh, that. Describe it to me like one of your French paintings.
Oh, never mind.
Oh,
was
mind.
that?
Whoa.
I thought it was a different one.
Wait, what? Jake says a whole year older than the last time I saw him.
It was my birthday.
You're so old. Julia says, wasn't he Art Deco? I don't know. Martha says he painted the dancers of Moulin Rouge. Yeah?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Okay, cool. Here, I'll bring it up so that everybody can see. Toulouse-Lautrec. Now, I think I kind of have grouped a lot of the like classical male painters in my mind, because I always think, okay, so what was the one who is like absolutely horrible? Because a lot of them have really bad stories about them, where they were either just like jerks to people, or they were like straight up racists, or straight up like abusers. So there was, some of them might have some crazy stories behind them. I can't remember if Toulouse does. But yeah, if you learn art history, you learn the craziness that is the people's lives, and sometimes how much of a jerk they are. Yeah, look at that. Woo! Beautiful colors and lines. Also, that fancy leg this dude got. Whoa, so fancy. Anyways, yes, there is a place in France named after him. Or not after him, sorry. It's named Toulouse. I was wondering if it was like when I was trying to compare it to something like someone I know being named London, that I would be like, oh, their name's London, but also there's a place called London. So was that what his name was like?
Maybe.
Julia says, not Art Deco, Art Nouveau. Yes.
Like the name Dakota or Alaska.
Or... think of all of them. Place names. Do we have any place names in the chat? Are you named after a place?
I think anyone's named California.
There was a song called Danny California from the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
There you go.
With a name like Danny California, day was gonna come when
America.
I was gonna warn ya.
Right?
America Ferrera, indeed.
Yeah. A whole country.
Is there any Canada? Are there Mexicos?
I'm not sure. I haven't met anyone.
I haven't met anyone in my life. It's true. It's really hard to tell what humans are doing these days.
All these names. Julia says, I have friends California and Boston.
California and Boston? Oh, that's amazing. So California, do you call them Cali for short or just always California?
Rin says there was a show about someone named Alaska.
Anthony knew
Fargo?
in Alaska. But it was
yeah,
a dog.
It was a dog.
Does that count? Because I feel like dogs could be named anything.
They can't be named anything.
James and I were just having a chat about that because somebody we're watching a gameplay through of this game called Quarry. I don't know if anybody's watching that because it just came out. But this is totally not a spoiler. There is a collar with the name Ian on it, and I was thinking like, so what? Who would name their dog Ian? And I don't know. It never occurs to me to name a dog any human name, and especially not Ian. For some reason, that stuck out as very.
You know what it is?
When?
It's probably they read a book and one of these characters had like a regular sounding name, but they liked the character so much they named their animal after it.
You think so?
Yeah, I'm guessing. That's probably for a lot of cases, maybe not all of them, or named after a relative or something. I don't know.
I named it after my grandmother.
Yeah.
I know she'd appreciate that. Honestly, if I was a grandmother, I would.
Cats. Yeah.
I'd be like, you named your dog Anna? So good.
Annika in the chat saying, but also how do you call them lovingly? Ian-y.
Annika, you have a new kitten, don't you? Okay, so there's an Instagram that I've seen pushed by Annika, and it's for a very cute cat, and of course I followed it. I can't remember the name at the moment, but it is a very cute cat. So tell us about your kitty. Luna! That's what it is. Luna. See, that is a top-notch animal name, in my opinion. So tell us about Luna. How's she doing? Oh, so
you don't
good.
like Ian?
I like Ian for humans. Ian for dogs just seems like a wasted opportunity to me. No offense if your dog's named Ian. Like,
Well,
I'm not trying to yuck
taken.
somebody else's yum. I'm just saying, for me, Pancakes, great name. Pebbles, great name. Ian? Who? Your cousin Ian? I don't understand. Like, does he have a law
character,
degree?
Ian.
Is he going to college? Oh, hello, Adobe Live. It's always a good time when Adobe Live joins.
Ian sounds like a very career-driven name in your mind.
Yes, it is. Sorry if anybody's named Ian. We were talking about dog names or animal names in particular. See, I think Taylor's got the right idea. So Yuri the tortoise is named after a specific Yuri, and then there's also Beans. Beans is just like, you're a frog named Beans. Come on, that's the best.
What's that comedian's name?
Beans.
Mr. Beans?
Oh yeah, Mr. Bean. Bean, just
Bean.
one, I believe. He's
One
an interesting
bean.
But hi, Adobe Live. Sorry, I should say hi. I'm Anna Daviscourt. I'm a children's book illustrator. This is my best friend Anthony, who is also co-host of the stream. And today we are painting a little piece of mouse mail delivery. Y'all can see the sketch right here, and we did like a little value study in the corner so that we know exactly where we're going with it. And yeah, shout out any questions in the chat, and you can also join our Discord if you want to be a part of the community. Taylor says...
Annika says... No,
Oh, sorry,
Annika
sorry,
says...
sorry.
Annika was way first.
Sorry, Annika, I didn't mean to, like, mess up the order or anything.
Luna is doing good. She's 12 weeks and she's super cute and adorable.
Oh,
And
that's
Julia
cool.
says Hannah Hillim named her cat's Battleship in sweatshirt, and she says she sounds like a crazy lady when calling out the back door for them.
Yes, because that's the best way to sound.
Battleship sweatshirt, come here now.
Psst, 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 psst. Little Battleship. Oh, Batty. Oh, that's a good one. Batty, come on.
Yeah,
that's
pretty
cute.
Sweats if the other one's just sweat. sweating, I guess, on
Yo,
those 90-degree
sweats.
days.
What's the haps?
Looks like you're wearing sweats today, huh? Sweatshirt. Those
I
gray
love
pants.
it.
Especially if it is like, it has gray pants. That would be hilarious.
Indeed.
That's another good opportunity to name a pet based off of a physical feature it has.
Truly.
markings on
Like
it.
if they had an extra toe or something, you could call them like toe.
Okay, we'll workshop it. But yeah, that's a
Beans?
good first
Socks?
one.
Fingies? I don't know.
Fingies. Good.
Exactly. So, yeah, just be creative with your pet names. I guess that's the takeaway that I have somehow found myself saying.
Rin says, my husband's name is Ian, so this whole conversation is entertaining me.
Ian Malcolm. Oh my gosh. Har, har,
Ian.
har, har.
Yeah, it's a good one. Maybe that person loved dinosaurs. And
Oh, of
just
course they love dinosaurs. Who doesn't?
Ian was the more fun version of that guy's name, so instead of Malcolm. Ian.
Okay, if your favorite character is Ian Malcolm from Jurassic Park, I believe you would do like something like Life
Har, har,
Finds
har.
a Way.
Oh.
Har, 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 har. I think all of that's more valid than Ian.
Or Chaos Theory. That would be a good one. This
Battleship
is my kitty
sweatshirt chaos
cat,
theory.
Chaos Theory. Yeah, Chaos Theory. Oh, I love it. Woo. Yes,
Okay, somebody please name your pet Chaos Theory. Oh my god.
that's a good one.
Oh, I'm gonna get Chaos Theory Davis Court. That's gonna be my first pet. Oh my gosh. I love it.
Jake says my friend has a frog named Burger.
Burger! See, that is good. Jake, you know you're in the good graces of the naming gods when you have pancakes and syrup. Come on. Come on.
Come on. Taylor asks, what if Beans was named after a specific bean?
Also valid. I am. First of all, sorry. I don't mean it to make it come off like I'm giving you rules that you have to live in order for me to accept your
The
pet
checklist
name.
is going to be available on Anna's Patreon later this month. Make
The
sure you're naming
rule
your pet
book.
correctly.
But I think if there's some reason behind the naming, totally cool. But I just am thinking if you're like, oh, I got a dog. What's his name? Look at his face. Ian. Like, I don't know. To me, that just...
Say it differently. Maybe you'll get on board if you're not just like,
look at that little Ian.
yeah.
Ian.
Yeah. And Ian is such a good opportunity to put things before it, like alien race, like Frog Ian or something. Puppy Ian? Is it a cat? Cat Ian. Cat Ian.
See, the person who's
Whatever it
naming
is.
straight up just Ian, their pet Ian, I doubt they're thinking that creative.
Oh wow. Wow.
Controversial take.
Rin's mother-in-law.
No, that's a person. Totally
What?
different
What?
rules.
Not rules. Oh, rules for people. What are those? I'm curious.
Rules for people is there are no rules. Do whatever you want. For
That's
dogs,
what
there
the
are
animal-
rules.
Oh right.
And it's
Okay.
gotta be cute.
So there could be sweatpants the human and sweatpants the dog.
Absolutely, there should be. There should be more sweatpants.
What are you gonna
in the
change your
world.
name to?
Probably I'm gonna ask my niece what she would like me to be named, and you know what I'm gonna be named? Elsa, because she's obsessed.
That's
Absolutely
good. Yeah.
obsessed.
Good foresight.
Well, I'm already Anna, which is her other favorite character, so like, got it. Good,
I'm gonna go with
got it.
soda.
Soda? Have you seen that Seinfeld episode?
I must have.
Yes, you did. I must have. That was the Seinfeld episode when they were talking about names, and what was it? It was ketchup, soda, and was it 17 or something? 7 Up. No. What was the number?
Just 7.
Just 7. It was just 7. Ah, you're
It's
so
just
right.
7. Yeah.
I'm gonna name a girl 7. Yeah, 7. I think that sounds good. Oh my gosh, so good.
I just finished the Cadillac episode where Jerry buys his dad a Cadillac, and then there's so many like repercussions from it.
Oh yeah.
Elaine acts totally different. Kramer acts totally different when they're like, Jerry makes this amount of money. And then the parents get like ostracized for having the Cadillac because
Too much.
it's like flaunting. It was a whole thing.
It was a whole thing. I enjoyed that episode. I'm gonna levels it up. We're going up a level, guys. We're gonna throw levels on it. Ooh, brighter. Yes. Good.
Jake says, my other friends have dogs with people names, but now I can't remember them.
You have other friends?
What?
What?
This is like when Bradley and his wife came over.
Elizabeth, yes.
Elizabeth, and I was like, who? What?
We had friends over, and Anthony was like, how dare you? So funny. But yeah, that is what it's like when you're not familiar with like all the people in another person's life. Like, as Anthony was just like, oh yeah, Ian, my friend, I'd be like, what?
Were you planning on
Better
telling
be a
me?
human.
Better be a human. I only make friends with dogs.
Honestly, truly, yes. I believe
Sally
that.
Mae.
Ellie Mae, don't ever bring Sally Mae into this. Disgusting.
I'm so sorry.
I don't want to think about it. Stop it.
I forgot. The student loan thing.
Yes, student loans are rough.
Ellie Mae.
Ellie Mae is a dog that I met, for those who want any kind of context. She's just Ellie Mae. She's just wandering.
So good. Where was she wandering?
Around the community garden area. So there's a community garden. There are plots that are inside of a little fenced area, and the gardener was inside the fenced area, and Ellie Mae was just going along the perimeter, like staying really close to the fence. And then eventually she was sitting outside of the fence right next to where the gardener was, so there was just a fence between them. But Ellie Mae, sorry, I'm not
Ellie
that
Mae.
familiar with terms that I can drop the May.
Wow.
She just plopped down in the grass and looked so happy, like she was just content in the world.
Oh, so sweet. Taylor says, I once met a lady named Susan whose dog's name was Susie.
Also, okay, you're getting dangerously close to self-replication there. It's a little scary.
Self-replication.
Yeah, that's right. Also, Susan, another reference for Seinfeld. How about that?
Susan.
Have you gotten to Susan? I don't think you
Well,
have.
she is there for quite a long time. But I know what happens.
Oh, then don't talk about it.
Just because
nothing to talk
you catch
about.
every once in a while an episode on TV where you and I talked about it or something. I don't know.
Something.
But it just seems like, why? Why this character?
Some reason. Don't really know. But it's a show about nothing, so who knows? Who knows where the ideas come and go.
Right. Jake says, Peter and Rodney, those are the dogs' names.
Of your friends' dogs?
Yeah.
Also, I believe that Jake listed off, yes, all of the dog names. Pancake Syrup, Finn the dog, Pumpkin Roll, Rainbow Potato, and Minerva.
Rainbow Potato, that's not a dog. That's a cat.
Rainbow Potato. These are all
Isn't
the
it?
pet names. Sorry.
All the pet names.
All the pet names.
Right. Crazy names.
Peter and Rodney. That is, yeah, like, can you imagine looking into a dog's eyes and being like, Peter?
Well, Anna, you're talking to the wrong person. We named all of our pets after human names. There was Thelma
You
and
weren't
Louise
in
and
control
Casey
of that. You
and
were
Charlie.
a child. You weren't to be blamed.
I named my cat Charlie. Amber named Casey.
Don't tell me. La 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 la.
Thelma and Louise was because they were sisters. And my mom liked that movie.
There you go.
Rudy's named after a human being.
I was against that name. I liked, okay.
Oscar also.
The other alternative, it's true, was another
Greta
human
was
name.
your other animal.
Okay, Oscar. He was Oscar Mayer Wiener Owen. Okay, that was his full name.
What was Greta's tie to fame?
Greta was named before I was born. Okay, I named my cat Vicious. Erin named hers Frizz. Come on.
Was that the full name for Frizz?
Oh, it was Cap'n Frizz, like Cap'n Crunch.
Frizz.
Yeah.
And Mooly, I don't know if that's
was named by her
a
cousin.
real
So.
word.
And then Erin's current cat is named Rocky, and they also have a bearded dragon named Dragon. Amazing. Oh my gosh, Martha! Her Weimaraners name is Minerva. We got 2 Minervas in the chat.
Wait, who else is a Minerva?
Jake.
Jake is a Minerva?
Yes, Jake is Minerva. Call him
What?
Minerva from now on. Please
Okay.
and thank you. In the list
Mr.
of
Minerva.
names, Minerva.
Cat.
Julia's telling Taylor, there is a band named after a specific bean, the Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah.
Did you catch when we did Fergalicious definition? Make the boys go loco.
Crazy?
Crazy? Is it loco or crazy? I can't remember.
I think it's both.
Who could have known?
Martha says our toy poodle is Babette.
Babette.
Babette?
Don't you remember from the special called Babette from What's Her Face?
No.
What's her name?
Do you?
Yeah, you watched this comedy special like so many times. What was her name?
I did?
Yeah.
Me.
It wasn't just a comedy special. It was like an important one. It was very
Nanette
well
with an N.
Nanette, not Babette. Oh, sorry. That was my miscalculation.
Right. And when you said short, I immediately went like animated short. So my brain was way away from the right answer.
Do that sound effect again.
Were you trying to time it?
Excellent. No, just having a good time. Not a long time, but a good time. Okay, I think I like this
Julia
better.
asks, like, Babette's Feast? What's that?
Julia, tell us all about it.
Search Google for 1987 drama romance.
Ooh.
A 97% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That sounds good.
Rotten Tomatoes? Sound good?
Oh,
to you?
no. 97?
Oh, right. The score. Yeah.
The Score. Oh, that's the thing that they have on All Classical Portland. They have a show called The Score, and the guy's voice is just amazing. He's like,
Go on.
welcome to The Score.
Oh.
But, like, much better. He does it
Is
much
that-
better.
Are you just, like, really old, or was it really strange? What does this person sound like? Do it again.
I need to send it to you. Oh,
Is it,
he's
like,
great.
baritone-y?
Yes, his
baritone-y.
voice has much more tone and, like, depth than mine, but, like, I'm trying to get, like, the feeling across. So, like, welcome to The Score. In
He's, like,
1985,
whispery and, like,
there
really
was
scratchy.
a cinema Marvel masterpiece. I don't know. There's, like, some bravado behind it. Like, what he's saying is very important. The masterwork by Spielberg has lived on for generations. Blah, blah, blah. The Score.
That's when he gets tired of talking, right?
Composed by John Williams.
Just get to the music already. Blah, 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 blah.
That's what I say every single time. I'm just like, blah, 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 blah. No, actually, I'm like, talk more. Ooh. But I love
like
it whenever
that you
it
do
comes
it with
on.
that old-timey, like, blah, 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 blah. It's the only way.
Blah, blah, blah. Exactly.
My law firm.
Blah, blah, blah.
My
Okay.
blog.
What do I want to do? I want to paint on top of this. What I want also is bigger stones back here. I think I'll start delineating them with some grout. Do I make the grout lighter or darker than the stones? What do you think?
Purple.
Incorrect.
Okay.
Sorry.
Ren says, I like short 2-syllable names, though I call them all sorts of things that are not their names as well. Oh yeah, that's true.
Of course,
I do that all
you
the
gotta
time.
have nicknames. That's another rule. Must be good nicknaming fodder. Just like Anthony, I call Honey all the time, constantly.
Honey.
Hey, Honey. And Honey. And you call me?
And
No, come on. Come up with a nickname for me in 2 seconds, or I'm gonna scream.
Wait, I was trying to remember one. Am I supposed to come up with one?
Yeah.
It's like, what do I call you? I don't think I have a nickname for you.
Yeah.
Oh, I was really racking my mind. Like, what? Was there one time? Did she think that was a thing?
That one time!
I forgot about it. And she's just been like, no, that's your nickname for me. Remember that one time? Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh.
Okay, pressure's off. You've never given me a nickname. Now,
Hey.
pressure's on. Give me a nickname.
Goodness.
Go!
Oh, Anna makes me anxious. Your new name is
I hate
Emma.
it. Thanks.
It's short
Oh
for
my
Anna
God.
Makes Me Anxious. AMMA. That's your nickname.
Emma.
Yeah. Your new-
Anna or Emma?
Emma. And then they'll be like, wait, if they just met you and I'm there, just like, oh, Emma. And they'll just be second
He just
guessing.
says
Like,
it
wait,
wrong.
is her name Emma? I heard Anna.
Oh no.
Then they would just be questioning the whole time that we were together. The next people we meet, let's not know them together. And then do.
Okay, the chat has a way better like slew of nicknames. That
No,
aren't Emma.
way better.
Way
this
better.
is a personal thing.
No,
A
no, no,
nickname
no,
is
no, no.
given to you
Better
from a
or
specific
worse?
person. So Annika's is gonna be Annika's nickname for you. Nobody else gets Amma. Suckers. Except for Jake, I
Aw,
guess,
darn,
because
really
he's in there
missed out on
before
that
I laid down the law.
Ridiculous. Ugh.
Jake says, an AMA about Amma. An Amma about Amma.
Ask me anything. Why is that your nickname? I don't know. Next question.
You can't say TLTR.
TLTR? What does that mean?
TLDR, too long, didn't read.
No,
redacted.
TLTR.
D,
You
too
said
long,
T.
didn't read. I said D,
Too long to read.
too
Yeah.
long to read. Maybe, is it both?
It's all of it. Oh.
I thought it was too long, didn't read.
It is. I'm making fun.
I could see
Clearly now.
TR be a
Oh.
thing. Too long to read.
Is that gonna be like when I text you something and you're like, "This is a book, Anna." TLTR. Too
Yeah,
long
okay,
to
I'll-
read. No. And then
I
I'm
like
like,
books.
synopsis.
You gave me a book. Should I send you that in a text?
Yes.
Anna, American Gods. TLTR.
Oh yeah, by the way, I got Anthony American Gods for his birthday, so everybody keep on top of him to read it. Is that good? Is that what you wanted?
Keep on top of me. I've been reading it. I just
Have
read a
you?
chapter last night.
What
But
do
I'm
you think?
bouncing between like 6 books, so it's going slowly.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I read them all within the within the week, not in a week. Emma,
I know for a fact
American
that the last
Gods.
book you were reading, you got years ago, thanks to your Instagram history where you bragged about getting the book and then never read it. Oh god, I'm dying.
Okay, I sent you a message.
What? Phone or Discord? I don't understand. What's going
Oh,
on?
I sent it on your phone.
Is this very fragile? Am I supposed to read it aloud or not?
Oh yeah, you can read it out loud.
Emma, American Gods, TLTR. This is TLTR. No. Tote.
Emma.
It just auto-corrected to tote.
Toad. Yeah.
Totes,
Oh yeah.
muggo.
Toad. T-O-T.
Jake says today's lunch tried resisting. Oh my gosh. Is that a story you want to talk about, Jake? What's
TLTR.
going on?
He's coming up with words for the TLTR.
I get that, but also, why is the lunch resisting? Is it cognizant? What's going on?
It's like when the meat becomes sentient.
It's when the meat's too good. This needs to be brighter.
What's the most intelligent part of a sandwich? Take your time. There probably is a correct answer.
The bread, because it's got the most grain cells.
That's really good. I was gonna say onion because they have layers.
Ah!
like yours.
And I like yours. Very good job. Oh, you do
Very
that.
good
Yes,
job. Very
yes.
good job.
Good ball. Oh my gosh. I feel like there is actually a really good joke in there. What's the smartest part of a sandwich? Is there... You know, like how butter leaf lettuce is like a thing? I wonder if there's like...
How familiar.
I wonder if there's something called brain, you know, or something to do with brain. Like if we thought of cinnamon...
Brain lettuce? Brain?
Well,
Isn't that a
brain or like folds. Smartest, maybe like a nerd of some sort, like nerd sandwich.
Okay.
But that's not
you could play around with
typically.
cauliflower. Not that I ever put it on a sandwich, but you could call it like a college flower.
Ah, that's pretty good. Munster? For some reason that sounds
Yeah, that's
smart.
good. That's good.
Ooh,
Like
what's
the
the
TV
scariest part of the sandwich? The Munster cheese.
There you go.
You get it? You get it?
Yeah,
You get
that's
it?
a fun Halloween version. Jake says lettuce used to have a head, so it is similar to a brain. Ah, now there's using your lettuce, Jake.
Your entire lettuce. Wow, look at you go. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Also, I was we were listening to a lot of master classes, which is Anthony's gift for James's birthday. It's been really beneficial so far. I really like listening to them. And it made me, I think it was Neil Gaiman's talk, made me think about an analogy for creating any kind of work. It's like asking the layman on the street, just whoever is walking by, like, hey, if you think that you, or like somebody saying like, oh, I could make that or whatever. You know how people always say that about art, where they're like, ah, that's simple, I could make that. And then the most common recourse I hear is then like, well, then why didn't you? But what if you said instead, okay, make up a joke, not one that you've heard before, just make one up, and it has to make me laugh. And like, it takes a while.
It took two of us and then a third.
Oh my gosh, no, this is like a brain trust going on with our setup right now. If you were just in a vacuum trying to think of a joke, and like a good one, not just a popsicle stick joke, my goodness, it would be difficult. And especially if you think like, oh, try to make it up without getting any or outside influence. Like that's kind of like creating art in a vacuum. You can't do that. You need something to spur on the creation. So like going out and living life, it will give you more things to think like, haha, that was a funny moment. Oh, I can make a joke out of that instead of just sit there and make a joke. Anyways, just a thought. Here comes a thought. I don't know what it is.
Julia says, speaking of sentience, crows are sentient or sentient beings because they can examine the contents of their own memories. Like,
what?
Did I see that before? Yes, I think I did. Jake says, I love corvids.
Everybody's talking about befriending crows lately, right? Is that the thing?
It is the thing. Ashley and I were on a walk a couple weeks ago, and a crow followed us down the street.
Oh, no way!
It like looked at us and
You
then
got a
squawked, and
friend.
then we like walk like 5 or 6 feet, and then it would fly to like the tree, and then it would fly to the car, and then it was like flying down and looking at us every single time.
You know how people talk about how smart crows are? I want to believe that this trend of befriending crows is a plot by crows. Like they got on TikTok and they're like, here's how to befriend crows. Just so you could like become their friend. Or
That's
give them
good.
food, shinies, whatever.
Or to finally talk all the words they know how to say.
What
They're
words
smart.
would it be like? Bombastic!
No, just like actual human level speech. We've been watching you this whole time.
Oh, like a kangaroo.
And we're gonna take it back. The world's ours now. And then it
Take
turns into the
back.
birds.
Was it theirs before? I
Yeah.
don't understand. When was the Crow War? I must have missed that part.
No, it was theirs, and they just let us have it. We didn't take it, but then they're taking it back because
They
all the
regret.
stuff. Yeah.
They're like, oh, we like all that trash you got laying around, but you won't let us rife through it, so... Oh, you know what it is? Is they like
What?
shinies, so they're like, you can have your time because you make shinies.
Yeah.
That's why. That's why we exist, is because the crows let us.
But maybe there's enough shinies now.
Yeah, exactly. We've outshinied ourselves. Like, oh, well, we got them all. We're actually pretty good.
Jake says, I will create a joke. Uh, Abraham's in the chat. Hello.
Hello.
And then Jake says,
what's
I'd
up?
rather befriend a raven.
Quote the raven. We're buds. Yeah, yeah. I
What
didn't hear a
raven?
ha-ha. Yeah, that's right.
Or
There
a
you
caca.
I heard some caca.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Jake asks, did you see the Scottish Parrot?
No, what?
Is that a cool movie?
The Scottish Parrot? Yeah.
Is that like the English Patient?
It's exactly the English Patient, except like played on 2 times speed. It's the Scottish Parrot. The
Oh, it's got
Scottish
an
parrot-y.
accent.
Of course, yeah. What did you assume? That a Scottish parrot would not have an accent? Foolish.
Yeah. It was of Scottish ancestry, but moved somewhere when it was young and then didn't learn the accent.
There you go.
That's what I thought. Isn't that obvious?
Boy. By the way, I know it's monkey paws time. I was gonna ask you before. You can totally say no if you're not comfortable with it. I was wondering if I could stretch the dough and you could lead monkey paws. What do you think?
Yeah, I think everyone here knows how to do it, so they don't really need.
Oh,
me to.
come on! Don't slack
I'm not going to
off.
do
I
it
give
as well
you
as
one
you
thing.
do. I'd rather turn the bread. Give me 35 minutes.
Boy,
I'll be right back.
it would
Just
take you
drive over
35 to
there.
get over here.
And then I'd just jump on my laptop on the couch. Or sit next to you, I guess. I don't know.
It
What do you
sounds
want?
so fun. By the way, Jake says he ha-ha'd.
He usually is.
Anthony, did you just reply on Discord while we were streaming?
No, what did I say?
Blarg? Oh, that was at 2:46. Okay, sorry.
That was
guys.
2:46. But now I'm on Discord. To Dark Hours respond to me.
No. I don't know where it is, but anyways. Oh, it's in videos. Yes. Okay. The Scottish Parrot is in videos on the Discord. So if anybody wants to check it out, there you go. There's a link in the chat and also above the description. I'm gonna go do the bread thing. So it's monkey paws time, friends. This is a reminder to take care of yourself, Anthony. They're looking at you.
Oh, I was watching the video.
They're looking for leadership. They're rudderless without the monkey paws. Come on. Oh, come on!
Wait, I'm not going to start until you leave.
Are you going to start with a description of what you're doing and, like, the whole speech I give?
Yeah.
So this is a time to stretch your hands.
I was going to do it.
It's called monkey paws.
It's
Ooh,
called
ah,
monkey
ah.
paws.
Okay. I'm going to go stretch the dough. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
While she stretches the dough, we're going to stretch our hands. She can't hear me, but
Can't hear you.
that was a
Can't hear
quality
you.
segue. We like to make sure to take care of our wrists and bodies in general, but we just start out with this monkey paws pose to help strengthen our fingers. This first one, we bend our fingers down towards the floor and say, ooh, ooh, ah, ah. And then you put your wrist down like this, palms towards you, fingers towards the floor, curl your fingers in, ooh, ooh, ah, ah. Good job. Then you turn your hands around, palms facing the camera, fingers down, dough in the scene, and then curl your fingers in, ooh, ooh, ah, ah. Then we put our palms towards us, fingers down, ooh, ooh, ah, ah. And then you just repeat these about 10 times, giving yourself a nice little stretch. If you feel any pain at all, stop immediately. You go ice your arms. Go ahead, Anna.
Pretend I'm not here. Pretend.
No way. And then after you get to around 10 of these, you gently shake out your wrists
I'm not at 10 yet. I just did 1.
And then we move on to head rolls.
Oh my gosh, my elbows.
You pop your entire
Pop,
body.
pop. Also, did you think that was adorable?
When you showed the dough.
It's a double pun. A dough, a bowl.
Wow. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that is pretty good.
Anthony Jackson coming in hot and being confused. Is Anthony hosting? Yes, I'm just running things behind the scenes without being on camera or drawing. Oh my gosh, this is the first. Or wait, is this a first? Actually, no, Anthony, you've hosted Monkey Paws before.
I think, yeah, one time.
Hey, are you gonna do your head neck stretches?
Yeah, when you catch up.
That doesn't feel good. Okay, gently shaking out.
You're back now, so you just gotta pick it up from here.
No, I like it when you do it.
Let's do every other one then.
Okay. Starting with you.
I did monkey paws.
No, it was starting with you. Come on!
You do that one, then I'll do the last one.
Okay. So we're gonna do some
There's
neck
not rolling
stretches.
your eyes.
I'm rolling my shoulders to loosen them up.
Oh, you snuck that one in. You're sticking your tongue out at me. What?
Gotcha. Gotcha. All right, come on.
Okay, roll them. How often? How many?
7.
Ooh, feels nice when you try to just like get them all the way back. Ugh. Oops, I started mine. And then we're gonna do some neck stretches. You try to put your ear up towards the ceiling. Point.
Get it up there.
But just gently. You're not trying to force your head down. And then you switch over to the other side, or you fall asleep. Take a quick little nap. This is also a good opportunity to close your eyes. Try to get some rest away from screens. I see your thumbs up. My eyes aren't closed. I'm just telling everybody else they should do it. This is a twofer. This is a double pun. A dough, a bowl. It's your turn. Do the last one. I'm done.
All right, we're gonna look as far as we can to the side, as far as is comfortable. And then to the other side. And back again. And last one. We did it! Good job, friends! Woo woo woo! Especially to Anthony. I mean, wow.
That was something else.
Alrighty dighty. Let's get back to it. I hope everybody had a great old monkey paws. Ooh, ooh, ah, ah. Alright. What do I want from this piece? What is thriving and what is holding it back?
Did you ever see Bridesmaids?
Yeah, eventually. Why?
So you remember it if I quote a scene?
Go ahead. Let's see.
The part at the wedding when the maid of honor is giving the speech, and then the best friend wants to go up and give a speech, and then, or was it the maid of honor? I don't remember. I think it switched. But they're just trying to one-up each other with the speech that they're giving at the wedding. And then at the end, they're both trying to say something in another language, and it's something like kapka, kapka, and they like put their hands together and go kapka, and it means like thank you or something. And when you were saying ooh, ooh ah ah, it just had that same vibes at the end when you were just like ooh, ooh ah ah, ooh, ooh ah ah.
You gotta respect the ooh ah, okay? It's very important. Let's go with Ivy. Ivy. There's some Ivy and it's good and it does, yeah. Actually,
What
Ivy,
shows have you
at
been
least
watching?
English Ivy is very invasive, so just keep that in mind. What shows have I been watching? The last few days we watched Obi-Wan. I think we're caught up. I'm not sure.
Did you start Miss Marvel?
No, I haven't started that yet. Want to.
I think there's 2 out right now.
James also said something about a, what do you call it? Was it a theme park show on Disney or something? He said everybody was talking about it.
Oh,
I have
that
not
sounds
heard of it.
familiar, actually.
Here's some ivy. Boston ivy. I grew up with, I think, English ivy. My parents have it in the backyard. It's quite
That
beautiful.
whole wall of it?
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
But I do want it to cling to the wall like this. Ivy on wall. Also, my parents, when they have that whole, there was a fence that got covered basically by ivy. So it looks like this shrubbery almost, but it's just ivy covering a structure. And it always wants to just branch out and go to the trees and choke the life out of them and stuff like that. Well, it went behind basically like a shed in my parents' backyard, and I remember as a kid having to rip it off of the side of the shed, and it was holding on for dear life. It's like it rooted deep beneath the wood fibers, like it went in between the little wood pieces and was just like, I live here. You do not detach me. So just a heads up, if you see ivy growing on something that you don't want it on, remove it now, not later, because it will just live.
I like it. It's pretty.
Oh, it's gorgeous, but there are other plants that you can find that cling to surfaces and are not invasive.
What are some of the ones that you know of?
I don't know.
Oh.
Well, wisteria, I guess.
Oh.
Classic.
Yeah, that's...
And it
smells
also
really good too.
flowers. Yeah, it's amazing. Although I don't know if it's invasive. I don't have like a grow this kind of list in my head, other than I guess we did sell native plants at the farmers market, but they were mostly like grasses and floral plants. Anywho's it's always look up if you're growing something in your yard if it is native/invasive, because that is very important. It looks like ivy is kind of brown on the stalk, which is really cool. I like that. But mostly what I want
Yeah, when
to
it gets
look
thick enough, it looks like a tree trunk.
Yeah, thick. Oh, it does.
Crazy.
Oh, that's another story. I had an ecology class actually in college. We went to Forest Park in Portland, which is a very large like hiking spot. One of the many benefits of being a Portlandite is that you get this city, and then like right next to it, it is hiking and like full on in the wild. So it's great for hiking, and Forest Park is amazing. Anyways, we, as our like ecology class, but like part of it, the practical approach, it was removing ivy from the park because it was highly invasive and it was everywhere. It was miles of ivy, and it would literally just take down trees. And they brought out this massive, what you would assume is a log of like wood, and they said this is part of an ivy, what would you call it, vine?
Resistance.
Yes, a vine that grew over what they assumed was like 50 years. And when they removed it from a tree that it had wrapped around, it actually sprung back really forcefully with how much like pent up tension it had wrapped around the tree, and you could hear the crack for miles, they said.
Whoa. I hope they were wearing some earmuffs when they did it.
Anyways, I'm gonna draw some ivy more delicately than this, because right now it's it looks like that. Implied. I've plied. Ivy plied. Anyways.
Julia says in San Francisco we have tons of bougainvillea.
Bougainvillea? Never heard. What is it?
An ornamental climbing plant. I had to Google it because I didn't know how to say it. An ornamental climbing plant that is widely cultivated in the tropics. The insignificant flowers are surrounded by brightly colored papery bracts that persist on the plant for a long time. Oh. Insignificant flowers.
Insignificant.
Rude.
Very. That is interesting. Yeah, everybody's area is invasive plants. What is the thing that takes over? Oh, also, if you want really great ivy, which I should bring up as a reference, Ariete. the World of Ariety. Is that what it's called?
The Secret Worlds of Ariety, something like that.
Smack on. Ariety. It is absolutely beautiful, and it's of course a Ghibli movie, and so much close-up IV and small scale. I mean, look at that.
It's so pretty. And there's crows.
That's true, they're crows. Oh, doesn't it make you just want to?
And there's also cute sugar ants.
They are cute, but I'm also very afraid of ants that are gigantic like that. Like, that is too much.
Oh, yeah, I guess. In real life, it would be a lot more terrifying, but they were so cute in the...
Did you ever watch Honey, I
show.
Shrunk the Kids?
Yeah. It looks gross at that scale. They're all hairy and blah, blah, blah. Bug goop and all that. But the Ghibli ones were cute.
Yeah, they were much cuter, it's true. Everybody drink your water.
Rin's asking if you're scared of me.
Because you're an ant?
Yeah.
No. He's not quite as pincery as one might assume.
I do go after sweets a lot of the time.
Oh my gosh. Sugar left on the ground, he's all about it. He like crawls up to it, like tells his friends, food over here.
Sometimes. Other times I just drown in it.
Oh no. I've never seen you do that, sir. We saw some crazy ant stuff happening on our hike. That was pretty cool.
We did?
Yeah, you remember that fire trail that we
crazy?
Accidentally went down when we came off of that. There was a lot of ant activity.
Oh yeah, there were ants, but
there were ants.
it wasn't like a memorable thing for me. The ants definitely weren't, but the hike was.
So rude.
Oh. Remember when you almost fell in the river because you got too close to the edge?
What?
And you said,
No.
Anthony, and then you put out your arm, and I had to grab your arm and pull you back up on the path.
Honestly,
and there
I
were
genuinely
3 people
forgot
coming
about
down
it.
coming down the trail. I don't think I even acknowledged that you were falling. I was just talking about something. I was like, "Oh, what do you think the other waterfall lift you back off is like down the way?" And we just keep walking.
Okay, first of all, I didn't almost fall. I was starting to slip off the edge of the, like, it wasn't
It was
a big fall. It was
She was
just
gonna plummet.
It was barely any level to the water. My foot may have gotten wet. Oh no. But it wasn't also scary. I was just like, Anthony, help me.
Which is why I reacted in turn. Blase.
By mocking. Oh, okay.
Which we all means
To blave.
to blade. Blase.
Exactly. I get it. I get it.
A ton of Anthony clones just appear. Sugar, sugar, sugar for the queen. It's
That's
a song
frightening, actually. Sugar, sugar, sugar for the queen. Okay, that would be a really cute movie if, like, all the ants sang. I would be down for that.
It's the Pixar movie, A Bug's Life, but they don't sing.
They don't sing. Yeah.
They could. A sequel.
do
How come
they?
we never
That's the
got
question.
one? I liked A Bug's Life.
I liked it. I didn't love it.
I liked it a lot.
Okay. Then you
I
get
don't know if
the
I loved
sequel.
it either.
I think
think a
it's always
sequel would've been
compared
fun.
to Ants, which was the
Ew.
DreamWorks movie, which actually
like
scared
that
and
one.
scarred children. So, in comparison, yes, it was great.
Yeah, it was great. I'm a beautiful butterfly.
I think I just wasn't into bugs as a kid.
Oh, I was.
Cool.
Still am.
Still,
They're pretty-
damn.
they're pretty
Oh,
cool.
Dang.
Did you get into bugs as an adult?
Not really. I mean, I don't mind them the same way that I did as a kid, I guess. And
You
like,
try them as characters.
I really like bees. I have to say that much. Butterflies, moths.
Beetles.
Some beetles. I don't want them crawling on me still. I guess I have less of a problem with beetles than ants and spiders, of course. Spiders are like, get away.
Worms? You like worms?
No, I don't like worms.
You don't like worms?
Sorry. I know it's disappointing.
Come on.
Come on. Oh, actually, I do.
I knew it. I
I've
just had to
been lying
remind
to
you.
myself all this time.
Death moths? Yeah, you like those.
I like moths. Yeah, moths are really cool.
I'm just looking at your drawings and calling out bugs that I see.
Oh,
Ladybug,
okay.
moths. Scaredy Cat, the cover of that book, has some monster eyes in the background. We'll assume a couple of those are big bugs.
A stretch, to be sure.
It's within the range, accepted limit.
No.
Those aren't bugs.
These aren't bugs. Hey, surprise,
The
surprise. I don't
keys.
draw bugs.
On the Harry Potter cover.
That's also a stretch.
2 stretches equals 1 valid entry.
Nope. It's not how this works. It's not how any of this works.
Oh, the Stegosaurus has a bumblebee and butterflies, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Not moths. And then moths.
I mean, why don't you draw bugs if you like them so much?
I like when you draw bugs. You know how you could be a fan of someone's art and be like, oh, I think they would do a really good job at drawing this in their style. And then they do, and you're like, I like that bug.
Okay, Anthony, for
What?
you, I will add 1 bug to this feature. So tell me which
okay,
bug.
wait. Oh, dang.
1. Only 1.
I was about to commission a whole piece that I had in my mind.
Boy, get
1
out.
bug in this scene specifically.
Yes. And it has to like fit
Okay,
the
let me
scene,
think about it.
Yeah, really think hard.
Really think hard. I'm open to ideas in the chat.
Whoa, that's generous. This is your commission.
Yeah.
Everybody jump in. What's the best bug? Go, 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 go. I would say the best bug is probably a bumblebee to me.
Oh, I like that.
Liar. It's kind of like a cup. Do you remember when they taught you supination versus pronation in anatomy class? Exactly. Soup.
Soup. You can
Is you
hold it in the palm of your hand.
You can hold soup in the bowl, and then
Yeah.
you're prone to spill the soup.
Yeah.
Soup.
I remember.
Prone, and I remember it exactly, so it works.
It worked.
Well, the leaves seem to be in more of a supine pose.
Can you give me a general scale of how big the bug is going to be in this scene so I could choose a spot where I want it to go?
There.
Where? Oh, no. I'm looking at the wrong screen.
Okay, let's say it's. I feel like this leaf is a good place to place it.
Oh, yeah. That's cute. That's good. We've had 1 vote for a ladybug, an inchworm, a praying mantis, but that might be too big. That's probably the same size as the mouse. It might be too much of a character.
Maybe you're too much of a character. Oh, you ever
I
think
think
about that?
I am. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, this is better. Yeah, much better. It has more of a cup feeling. It's
Can you make
literally
it
like a hand.
look goofy eyes on the bug? Yep. Yeah. Woohoo! No mouth. No.
Oh,
No mouth.
God.
No.
Pincers.
Oh, it doesn't need pincers. No, it doesn't.
It's like a
Too
mustache, like a little gentleman.
Just some sort of mark to let me know it's some kind of beetle.
Okay, sounds good. I make myself laugh.
Rin says, Corvids make me think fall. Fall makes me think crickets. Could be a
Cricky.
cricket.
I'd definitely have to look up the cricket from Mulan, because
That
was
one's cute, but also, isn't it fun to just draw a bug without reference? Be like, what did I just make?
Ask Jake, who drew a bike without reference the other day.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Was Clefairy on it?
Yes, how did you know?
Jigglypuff?
What?
Igglytuff? What Pokemon did Jake draw without reference? Trying to draw from memory. I think
It
it
was
was Jigglypuff and
Jigglypuff, yeah.
Wigglytuff. Was it both?
Porque no las dos.
Ma.
Ma. Poker face, poker face. Baby.
Bryn says there's already a bunch of leaf bugs in here, so drawing done.
Leaf bugs. Boom. Thank you for cheating with me. This is the trick to all the pictures is you draw one thing and you call it another.
We have about 30 minutes left. Fantastic, Mr. Fox.
You cussing at me? I'll cuss you up. What the cuss? Don't cuss at my family. That's quotes from Fantastic Mr. Fox if you haven't seen that movie.
Every single
Sorry,
one
I
of
just,
them.
like blacked into the idea of somebody not knowing what I was talking about.
Blacked into an idea.
The audacity, the idea, the concept. How could? What do?
Bryn says the little googly-eyed creature is definitely making me think Ghibli. A little soot sprite-esque buggo.
Googly,
Exactly.
googly, googly, go away.
Those googly eyes. That's good.
Is it like this, Anthony? Do you like that?
A little hairy bug.
We can make it like a fat little caterpillar that's like got.
Well, I was thinking if you tried to make it a cricket, I wanted to see what you did with the legs before getting reference.
There you go.
Oh.
Those are its legs. It rubs them together.
So
Do you like that?
Yeah.
Is weird. All right, that ivy is a lot more ivy-ish now, which is good. I'm not really sure what this plant should be. Probably...
Round. I like the round leaves. I don't want you to change them to something
Okay, I could just make them
real.
You know, honestly, yeah. I really like the stylization of, like, say, these dandelion
Yeah,
flowers.
they look like lemon slices.
Yeah, that's what I like. I like lemon in my flowers. Whoops, that's the wrong thing.
Whoa, marching ants.
So in
Bugs
that
all over
case,
the place.
should the ivy be a little bit less crazy?
Stylized?
Yeah, like more stylized. Like we can keep the definition, but we just kind of smooth out some of the shapes so that it's a little bit more graphic. Smooth it right on out. Then we won't get tempted, hopefully, when we paint to be like photorealistic about it. There was something about that the other day. I think it was Megan Rose Ruiz who was tweeting about drawing from reference. She heard this tidbit of advice where it was never use a curve or anything like that line. Like you always use a straight line. So say if you're drawing someone's head, instead of making it a circle at first, you're like kind of trying to find the curve of the actual head, but with all straight lines. And then like turning corners with multiple lines, that kind of thing. It's interesting. I had never heard that before. But there you go, a little tidbit. I don't know. Is it useful? It's up to you.
Adam in the chat saying evening. Layout sketch looks good.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, we did a little value study, and then we also have it kind of colored in. I would probably still change quite a bit about this, especially I think the roof and the color of the side need to be different. So, purple you think?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go in.
Alessandra's asking, wait, what bug is this?
The Anthony bug.
Yeah, it's cute. I like it.
Of course you do. It's of your make. I'm just gonna color it in, and then I can mess with this color so that we get the right tone and color. Hue. Huey in the news. Because this is definitely clashing with the value of the crow. But you know what we can do is put a hue sat layer right above it, and then alt hover between them, and then clip it. And go in here and be like, okay, that's a little more purpley. I want it lighter. A little more saturated. Oh, it's a pink roof. Anthony, do you like it?
I do.
Reminds me of Animal Crossing, when you can just like make your roof whatever color you want it to be. I'm also looking at the navigator in the top left to really get a sense of like the values and if they're working or not. We also have this layer, which can serve as our whatever you call it, our value check. See, it's much clearer down in our value study in the bottom right corner because the roof isn't as dark. So I wonder if we can make it lighter and still hold that difference between it and the wall. What do you think?
I guess a terracotta reddish would work, yeah. It would be a nice complement to the green. It could stand out in value and color.
Now it's a little darker, but it's still kind of in the groupings that we had down here. I guess the house altogether is a little bit darker than our original thing, but I think, honestly, I made the plants darker. The crow's a little bit lighter. Maybe I should darken him up. And then the mouse is much lighter. But I think I like this this better than... Sorry, the red better than the original just one-tone house.
Mm-hmm.
So, boop. We're doing it. Okay, and then I also think that with this multiply layer, I could do some finagling with our little mousy mouse. Because he can really pop off here if he's a little bit darker. He doesn't need to be this dark, but I'm going to pixel lock it so that I can paint in different colors. I think maybe possibly a warm color. We'll try it out. Whoa. Yeah, I feel like that feels like he's from the warm interior. What do you think?
Yeah, that's a good change.
Excellent. That's what we like to hear. I'm gonna also do that to the stained glass because I want it to read like it's stained glass. So it's got to be somewhat something or other. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. I think now I might actually collapse it all into one. Not the lines, but the paint. This is what it looks like without the lines. Whoa. Is it reading?
Yeah, I'd say, looking at the navigator, but maybe because we know the context of it already. Maybe flip it around and then check if it's reading.
Flip and turn upside down, and I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you how I became a prince of a town called Bel Air. Transform, flip horizontal. Whoa.
The little value sketch in the corner looks like a skull at a small scale. Like
Does
there's
it?
just a cow skull at the front of the garden. It's like, yeah.
I'm not seeing it, but I'm interested in how you see it.
The crow is the eye of the skull, and then the mouse in the value study, the black and white one, would be like the nostril. But if you blur your eyes from a distance, it looks like a skull in profile.
Okay, I could kind of see it.
Especially with the white bits, the flowers at the bottom kind of looks like a highlight that's starting to render the form.
Maybe this is one of those, what do you call it? Mordre something. It's like a type of painting that was designed to remind you of mortality. They did that of several kings, I feel like. They had like, oh, a painting of King Henry, and then there's like skull imagery everywhere, and it's supposed to be like, someday you'll die, man. Someday you'll die.
Neat. That's what you're doing here with Mr. Mouse.
Exactly what I'm doing here.
Someday you'll die.
I mean, look into the eyes of death.
There's confusion as to what that bug is. People are thinking it's a bee.
It's something. It's something.
It's a bug.
It's a bug.
It's a bug. Oh yeah, Alessandra has a question about how to make a file into a full color EPS that is only in Adobe Illustrator.
I
saw this over on Discord,
Illustrator,
but yeah,
unfortunately.
I don't know anything about Illustrator, but maybe somebody in the chat knows about Illustrator.
If you know, please share. But yeah, sorry, Alessandra. I wish I could be more help for you, but I am not familiar. Okay. I think we're pretty good. I think that we definitely need to darken Mr. Crow. And is there anything else that's like really, really sticking out? Please feel free to call out. Anyone. I am really digging this piece though, so I'm thinking we might do like a series of this one because I think it could be really fun to paint.
I kind of want to see the corner of the house on the top left.
Corner of the house on the top left.
Yeah.
Oh, past the ivy plant?
Yeah, past the ivy plant.
See, that would just break the continuity. So what if I moved the ivy plant so that it wasn't as, like, asking you to show it? I agree. That definitely feels weird. So if we had the house come out more, but then we made the ivy kind of follow that line instead. Does that feel better? Yeah? No?
I'm not sure. I'll come back to it. I'll let you know how I feel in 5 minutes.
Sounds good. I think if it's a little further over, I gotta move everything. I just need to have enough room on either side of our subject matter. So that's what I'm doing, is just zhuzhing everything over a little bit so that we can have a little bit more room. You see the vision?
Vision.
That was a lot.
It's not working.
You tried.
Vision. I'm still trying.
Yeah, you are. What? That feel better? I think it's just the symmetry on each side. I can work on that. It's not the most important thing. Oops.
You know what? I think it also just feels like the roof and the side of the house is just a perfectly vertical line in the composition, and something about that is throwing my eye off.
Okay.
Like maybe the roof just needs to extend a little bit past the house, because it looks like a perfect tangent with the side of the house right now.
Oh, on the right side. Or left side, sorry.
Yeah.
So why does the right side work? Is it because
It doesn't have that vertical line. Because on the left side, you could put a straight edge on that, and it looks like it just goes from roof to side of house. On the other side, you've got all those squiggles in there that breaks up that vertical line.
Trying to figure out a solution for that. What about that?
That feels, yeah, a little bit better.
Very intentional vignette. We could, of course, add more like foliage back here if we wanted to. Here, I'll actually crop out. Give ourselves all the room. Who minds a gigantic file? Not me. What do you think?
A rooftop garden. I love it.
I'm thinking like it's just stacked perspective, so you're seeing kind of behind the house.
Yeah.
But it's just so filled with like foliage everywhere. Too dark. I don't know. Just an experiment, so who knows, who knows. But the idea is also if we cropped in, let's try out. Does that feel like way too claustrophobic?
Yeah, it kind of does. You can make it less so if you just play with the foreground elements a little bit more. Alessandra's asking if I had a good birthday, and yeah, I did. Anna and I got to go to Silver Falls in Oregon and walk under some waterfalls and go on a lovely hike. Just spend like the whole day together. It was nice.
Wow,
And then
the way he says that. Nice.
on my birthday, my roommates and I had dinner. We all made a Mediterranean dish and then sat around the table and ate and talked. And then after that, we went downstairs and played Jackbox video games,
Cute.
Drawful, and Quiplash, I think were the ones that we played the most of. And then after that, we watched Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Did you
And it
watch
was
it
great.
everywhere all at once?
I watched it twice last week.
Wow.
Maybe I'll watch it after the Aristocats today.
Oh yeah, you own it, right? Because of the...
Yeah, I bought it.
Okay, then I need to watch it with you.
Yeah,
It's like
so
the one
good.
movie I've really wanted to see.
Oh, it's so good.
What was I gonna say? Oh, did you have a favorite of all the Mediterranean dishes that you did?
At the dinner?
Mm-hmm.
The caponata. It's like an eggplant dish with
Oh.
a bunch of other stuff in it. It's delicious. We'll have to make that together when we watch Everything Everywhere All at Once together.
Clearly. Just need to get eggplant. I haven't had that in a while, actually. Eggplant.
It's so good. Yum,
It
yum,
is.
yum, yum, yum.
There goes an airplane. Vroom.
Rin says, "Oh my gosh, now I'm jealous and want to see it. Though I suppose all of those things are envy worthy." Oh, and I got a bunch of gauges. Anna got me gauges. Gary got me gauges. Sammy got me gauges.
Wait, show us your gauges. Do you have any of the new ones?
No, they're all put away.
What kinds are they?
I asked for gemstones and I got like one of each.
Awesome. Like. I want to know what they look like.
Sammy got me a whole thing.
A whole thing?
Yeah. There's like 10 pairs in there or something like that. Maybe less than that, but.
That's awesome though. What kinds?
Yeah.
Any like call outs?
Amethyst, rose quartz, these brown ones with a bunch of sparkles on them that are like golden flecks. Gary got me, I think, jade.
Ooh, yeah.
And some black ones with white spots on it. I don't know what that stone is though.
It's called the Galaxy.
And then some other ones, moonstone, I think.
Ooh, love moonstone.
Good ones. Oh, another pair that looked like marble maybe, but their texture felt very matte, like chalky, like really hard chalk or something.
Nice.
Not chalk, obviously. But yeah, they're like white and brown, and I had a shirt with pineapples on it, I think, and the golden browns of the pineapple matched those ones, so I wore those ones with that one. And with my pajamas lately, I'm wearing the black one with the gray spots because I've got gray pajama pants and a black top.
And you have to match your pajamas, obviously.
Yeah, those are my nighttime gauges.
That's so silly. Oh, Anthony, the only person I know who would have nighttime gauges. I tried to find you tourmaline, which is the gem that's in my ring, and it comes in so many different colors. There's watermelon ones. Oh, if that could be like in a little gauge, that would be amazing. But yeah, I couldn't find any. Sorry. So you got agate, baby.
Yeah, those were good. They matched the shirt that I was wearing that day, the blue and white tank top.
It works. It works.
Toulouse and tourmaline.
Toulouse and tourmaline. Duh.
That could be one of the patterns you make.
Tourmaline. Patterns?
Yeah, you make patterns.
From time to time. It's been a while since we did one.
Seems to be a pattern.
Ah! You're so funny.
We have about 8 minutes left.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Time flies like the mailman.
You're so cute. I'm thinking... Yeah, I want to make some changes on this one. I think mostly the house is the main point of contention for me because I feel like a lot of the stuff is working except for that. And then, yeah, we can continue painting on this, and it is going to be a heck of a ton of fun because this one, I feel like there's just so much potential for hiding fun things and like putting it all
skulls
together. Exactly, you know, recurring mortality. Or immortality if you're this mouse that's been around forever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. This is the immortal mouse.
Is the mailman delivering the recent Philosopher's Stone?
I think it's more like a vampire dealio. Like the mouse has been making friends with the crow so that someday it can gain its strength.
Right.
At least that's my imagining of things. You guys
absorb
can
it like in Hocus Pocus.
Exactly.
Sisters!
Doesn't it feel so movie. Like, I don't know, refreshing when they do take a...
Yeah, it does. That'll be us one day.
I hope not. Ooh, oh no.
The second one comes out this fall, I think.
Really?
Yeah. Wow. Hocus Pocus 2.
Time flies like a witch on a broom.
Yeah, all three sisters are making a comeback.
That's crazy.
And I think the zombie guy.
Billy.
They're all in the cast. Love it.
Good for them. I'm not sure. I'll figure out how I want to render this. Because you guys remember the piece I did last week. Anthony, did you just... Yeah, you saw it because you were
It was
saying
a reindeer with a demon.
Reindeer.
Yeah.
It wasn't. It was a sheep with like the shadow of a big bad wolf behind it. And it was very scratchy.
Now you tell me.
Drawn.
Only took 2.5 hours.
You know how
There's
my
that
brain
tongue
works.
again. What? No, I asked I said what I thought it was, and you just ignored it and moved on.
Oh, you think it was ignoring? No, it just took me time to process. A lot of time.
Well, you didn't tell me what it was until just now.
That's what I'm saying. It took a lot of time. I only now processed what you were saying back then.
Sure.
But in the meantime, I'm going to definitely look at my dream portfolio and find new images to inspire. So this might change a lot by the time we see it next. Again, reminder that we won't be streaming next week on Tuesday because I'll be coming back from a trip. But Thursday, we'll see you there.
Wink, wink.
So a week from now.
Does that mean
Can you
lying?
survive a week? Yeah. No, it means that we trust each other.
What?
Isn't that what they said in iRobot?
Oh. I don't remember.
You should watch it.
Is that the Will Smith content I should watch?
Apparently.
Not Fresh Prince?
I think... I mean, they're very different. If you're in the mood for a movie, watch iRobot. If you're in the mood for a show, watch Fresh Prince. And I do expect you to memorize the entire opening sequence so that I can sing it with you.
Oh, okay.
Because this is a story all about how your life turned into what a Fresh Prince.
Maybe you should rewatch it so we could sing it together.
Oh, I know all the lyrics. I'm trying to bend them for you.
Oh, I see.
Because I'm a lyric bender. The
Neat.
often ignored
Sound bending.
Avatar one. Should I do lines? That's my question. Line or no line?
Everyone's saying, enjoy your trip.
Thank you. I will enjoy it and we'll be super safe. And I hope you guys have a great week until I see you again. Anthony, you're going to have a good time without me?
I don't know.
He doesn't know. The poor boy. The answer is yes, you're going to be great. And you're going to play more Jaxbox games.
Jaxbox. That one takes a fair amount of people to play a decent game with. You need at least 4 for it to be, like, fun.
Yeah. Well, we need to play our games together. We got games and then we never played them.
We played them that one time, and then we kind of came to the conclusion, like, maybe we should get controllers for this, or play it not on the internet, because it's a game about syncing up a lot, and with a delay on the internet connection, it makes that really hard to do.
No, I enjoyed it. I think we should keep playing. I like it. I like it. I like it. Oh yeah, and we're gonna work on my Hook cosplay. And are you gonna be Peter Pan, or are we all going as Hook?
We're all going as Hook.
That was it. Okay.
That was it.
Let's do that. That's interesting. A blue on the inner wing. Or outer wing? What is that? The other side. Could throw around some strong blues. I'd call this a cobalt. Ooh, should we add any mushrooms?
Yeah. I just found some really crazy looking mushrooms in our backyard.
Oh, really?
Like oyster, but on the top of it, the cap has started cracking, so it looks like bread.
Bread mushrooms, I like it.
Yeah.
Which
Fry
reminds
those
me,
up
I need
tonight.
to make sure that the dough's all good after this.
Oh, you have not too long before that happens. Oh,
Yeah,
right now, actually.
2
It's
loaves.
5 o'clock, baby.
Oh my gosh. Whoa, and I just got an email from Spotify. All right. Gonna save on this guy. Thank you so much for joining us again. We went from, what do you call it? Sketch to paint to value to now this, which I would
Now
call a
this.
work in progress. Thank you again. Until next time, I hope that you get vaccinated, get boosted, wear a mask, be kind to yourself and to others, and remember that you are loved. Anthony, is there anything you'd like to say before we go?
Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Tell
we'll
me what
see
your
you again
favorite
real
bugs
soon.
are over on Discord.
Oh yeah. Bug time. And there are a bunch of amazing streamers here on Behance, so stick around for them. And we'll see you again real soon. Adios, friends.
Wink, wink.
And now, the after show. What? What are you laughing at, Pumpkinhead? Winking
The
is,
Scottish parrot.
Oh, the Scottish parrot. I need to listen to the Scottish parrot. Do your best impression of it.
Lucy, come here. Some food on that. Hi. Hi, God.
What?
Hello.
Oh.
How are you?
Okay. Thank you, I guess. I don't know what to say about that. Oh, man. Rin says this fox solicits a red flag response. These are all red flags. It's true. I made it a red flag. Why did I make it red? What color should
Celery
it be,
dance
friends?
break.
Celery dance. Ooh. I like celery. Anyways, put celery in some Spanish rice and have a great week.
Put chips on a sandwich.
Ah! Okay. Bye for real. Bye.